Okay, so a personal insight from me today on better world leaders and really striving to be one. So, yeah, I can name any number of instances in my life, but two in particular, where I tried or really consider I could have done more to have helped in some small way to make the world better. And I can name really only one, which stands out to me, that is me trying to do what I can, at least in any way that is significant. So the two where I failed or where I didn't do enough were one when I was 18 and with a couple of friends at school, we led a campaign to petition or to build a petition for third world debt. And that was immensely successful. We led a series of assemblies right through a large public high school. They were very evocative. We made teachers cry, and we had a runaway train success with the petition. But the problem was that nothing came from that. There was no follow-on. There was no follow-up. There was no re-engagement with us. There was no feedback even as to, we did the petition, now what comes next? And here's what happened. The second one was much more individual. I was on holiday by myself in Morocco, essentially witnessed a flash flood, a once in 100-year flood event that had happened twice within 20 years that washed away a village that I was supposed to be staying in, arrived late back to, and essentially sat up all night on the bonnet of a Land Cruiser and watched people get washed away as their houses collapsed under them and the roofs that they were sheltering on submerged into the surging floodwaters. I couldn't have done anything without a rescue helicopter in the moment. But again, what I didn't do was the follow-on, the follow-up. I essentially went home, went back to my life and my day job and didn't give it too much more thought. There was no impetus that came from that stimulus. Whereas now I do what I can. We make a donation through B1G1 that hopefully by now will be aware of through the podcast. Every time we do a deal, we create a new service for a customer, we make a donation to a project on the ground that is driving forward one of the 30 Global Development Goals. And myself, I had this moment of calling, sort of preparing for a bushfire event here earlier this year, and the realization that there's nowhere to hide from these really global challenges, and therefore we must do whatever we can. And the podcast, these conversations, this learning opportunity that I'm hoping to create through engaging with people who are themselves leading, striving to make the world better. I'm hoping to bring that to the greatest audience, the biggest audience I can, simply so that as many people as possible can be inspired by these great, better world leaders, can learn from their journeys and their shared experiences so that anyone in the audience can make a motion towards becoming a better world leader. That's what I'm trying to do. And there's some personal insights as to why I'm doing it.